Welcome back to Explaining Everything, the channel where we dive into the stories and mysteries behind everyday things. Today's question comes from one of our curious viewers, Noob Master 69. Thanks for the suggestion, Noob Master. You asked, how does a musical instrument start? Well, strap in, because we're about to take a wild ride through time. From cavemen banging on rocks to electric guitars melting faces. Music has been part of human history for as long as we could make noise. From ancient bone flutes to high-tech synthesizers, musical instruments have evolved in the weirdest and most unexpected ways. So, if you've ever wondered who was the first genius to look at a turtle shell and think, yeah, that'd make a great drum, stick around as we uncover the bizarre, brilliant, and sometimes downright hilarious history of musical instruments, right here on Explaining Everything. All right, let's rewind about 40,000 years. When our ancestors were still figuring out how to cook meat without burning their eyebrows off, they also discovered something incredible: rhythm. The first ever musical instrument? Probably a rock. Seriously, early humans banged things together to make sounds, and before they knew it, they were bobbing their heads like the first prehistoric rock band. Then, some genius picked up a hollow bone and blew air through it. Congratulations, buddy! You just invented the first flute. Archaeologists found a flute made from a bird's bone, dating back 40,000 years. Imagine going back in time and telling that guy, hey, in the future, we have an entire genre of music called jazz that you accidentally started. At some point, humans got tired of just banging on stuff and decided to get fancy. Enter string instruments. Early string instruments were made from, you guessed it, animal guts. Apparently, nothing says, let's make beautiful music, like stretching some goat intestines over a wooden frame. It might sound gross now, but back then, it was a game changer for creating more complex and melodic sounds. Fast forward a few thousand years, and we get the lyre, played by ancient Greeks, who probably used it to impress people at parties. Oh, you're a warrior? Cool. I play the lyre. Ladies, form a line. The lyre wasn't just for showing off. It played a huge role in Greek culture, from religious ceremonies to storytelling. Even philosophers like Pythagoras were fascinated by string vibrations, leading to early discoveries in musical theory. Drums have been a part of human history for thousands of years, serving as more than just instruments. They were tools for communication, expression, and unity. From the rhythmic beats of early tribes to the complex drum patterns of modern music, they have shaped the way people connect and celebrate. And just like today, ancient parents probably complained about their kids drumming. Ugh, Thog! Do you have to play that thing at sunrise? But despite the noise complaints, drums became an essential part of human culture. They were used in religious rituals, ceremonies, and even to boost morale before battles. Nothing says, let's go conquer that village, like a thunderous drumbeat pumping up the warriors. Over time, drums evolved into symbols of power and status. In some cultures, only certain people were allowed to play them, making drummers an elite group. Whether in war, celebration, or just annoying their parents, one thing's for sure: humans were never going to stop drumming. As humans got more sophisticated, so did their instruments. Enter the piano. Invented in the 1700s, the piano was the flex instrument. If you had a piano in your house, it meant you were fancy. It's the historical equivalent of owning a Tesla. Before that, we had organs, huge, complicated instruments that made people feel all kinds of emotions. Churches loved them because they could make music sound holy. Like even if you were thinking about skipping church, one blast from the organ and boom, instant spiritual awakening. Then came the 20th century, when humans did what humans do best, made things louder. Enter electric guitars. Before that, guitars were nice and soft, perfect for serenading your crush. But then someone said, "Nah, I want this to melt people's faces off." And boom, the electric guitar was born. This led to rock and roll, which led to teenagers rebelling, which led to parents everywhere saying, "That's not music, that's noise." A tradition that continues to this day. Fast forward to today, and we can make music from anything. Synthesizers let us create sounds that don't exist in nature. Apps can turn your phone into a full orchestra. And if you're creative, you can make music using nothing but a potato and a few wires. We've come a long way from banging rocks together. But at the end of the day, music is about expression, connection, and, let's be real, annoying your neighbors just a little. And that, my friends, is how musical instruments started. From rocks and bones to pianos and potato-powered synthesizers, music has been a wild ride. Who knew that humanity's love for noise would lead to symphonies, rock concerts, and EDM festivals? It just goes to show that with a little creativity, anything can become an instrument. So, what's your favorite instrument? Music has come a long way, but at its core, it's still about expression, connection, and having fun. Whether you're banging on drums, strumming a guitar, or just humming a tune, remember, you're part of a tradition that started thousands of years ago. Rock on, my friends. Rock on. If you like this video, hit that like button and subscribe. Also, if you have suggestions for our next video, feel free to share them in the comments below. We'll be sure to give you an acknowledgement for your contribution. Thank you for tuning in, and join us next time here in the channel that answers all the why, what, who, where, and how questions you've always wondered about, here on Explaining Everything.